What is up, boys? We are back at YCS Taco Bell with this guy,
Bobby Reid.
Team Shuffles here. Let's see, what'd you do on Saturday, brother?
So I went first place playing Danger FTK. Like a queer.
Okay, show me what you got, buddy.
Alright, so I am playing the Dark Everything engine, so...
Why wouldn't you?
It's just so good. One card FTK, so the Armageddon nice to start. I only played 2 of the Dark Grapher just because... So I'm not like playing a complete Danger setup, so like a lot of my discard fodder doesn't really plus, so I've been just kind of skating off my heels with these, hoping that I get into an Armageddon night. With those, playing 3 Malicious. I swear I'm not playing with commons all the time. I have secrets somewhere. Oh, Jesus. A sticky mat. So for the Phantom Knight lineup, playing 2 Cloak, 3 Boots, which I would love to keep it 3, but because I'm only playing 1 of the trap, because I only have 1 of the trap right now, I find it dead in my hand a lot of the time. I also didn't realize that you could special summon it off of its effect, so that's pretty friggin' good. And for a spicy tech, I'm playing the Fragile Armor.
Fragile Armor. Okay, explain that.
Just found it was really cool when I have like, especially if I have like a dead like Boots in my hand or something, or a Cloak for that matter, any of them. I'll send off an Armageddon Knight. I'll send Fragile Armor, and then I'll get a draw, and it can really just, that one draw can almost always unbrick hands with this deck.
Right.
And then I'll have whatever was in my hand, I'll have that effect to resolve too, so it's just a plus.
Juicy.
So for the Dark Worlds, playing 2 Grapha, 1 Snow, and 2 Brow. Would I play more? Maybe. I'd probably play 3 Brow and maybe 2 Snow, maybe 1 Snow.
You don't play 3 Grapha?
No, because Grapha's so dead in my hand, it's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. And you only need 2 for the FTK.
You only need 1. You really just need to see 1, or you gotta send 1.
Oh, okay.
No, if you have any of these, the FTK is super easy. But even without it, it's still pretty easy.
Right.
For the Dangers, I only have 1 Nessie, so I was only playing 1 Nessie. I know that hurts.
Yeah.
It's really normally like way better with Nessie because it's always a plus when it's being sent for the discard effects and stuff. Playing 2 Bigfoot because I had them. 2 Thunderbirds because I had them. I actually have 3 now because I pulled it off the loot from winning. 1 Tsuchinoko.
1 Snack.
3 Dogman. Playing 3 Mothman. I think the reason I went with playing 3 Dogman, even though I did have like some other stuff to play, was level 7s. Level 7 Turbo is really good with this deck. So for the 1-ofs on the monsters, I played 1 Destrudo, which really helped me because if I was just missing like 1 piece and I already had all the pieces in the grave, like I just needed something to trigger the firewall, I could send that off with the Armageddon Knight or something and, you know, just make Link 2 or make the Dawn Dragster. It actually won me one of my games through the Dawn Dragster, which was awesome. And 1 Ibly. Gives me pluses off of the Mermaid too, so it's just another plus.
Now, can you get her back and normal summon her, or you just use her as the...
Just use her for the, just the 1 time.
Gotcha.
I could, I would rather pull back, because I'm using the Firewall effect to pull back the pieces for the FTK, so it's just always better just to go for the FTK. To start off the spells, 1 Rhoda, for obvious reasons. 1 Foolish Burial. Really good. Normally I end up sending off like, this was just a fixed brick hands most of the time, and it doesn't take long to get out of a brick hand with this deck. So I send either like the Phantom Knights, or I would send
Mally.
Yeah, I didn't do Mally too much, but when I did, it was because I had like a warrior in a hand that didn't send, and then I would send Mally and just make Isolde and go from there.
Right.
Obviously, like this might as well be a soul charge.
Right.
They're like the same damn thing, basically.
Destruction.
Yeah, literally. And then just 1 Monster Reborn because it's fucking Monster Reborn.
Right on.
For some draw power, I was playing triple Alti Allures.
Oh, those are sexy as hell.
They are so nice, and
they look like mesmeric control with that.
Yeah, I know. It makes like the background pop more.
Yeah.
Wasn't actually that good though. It was nice when I drew into it late game, but off the start I would just end up discarding it off of one of the Dangers or something for no like card advantage. So kind of a pain to start. Really good late game though. For the equip spells, I play 5 equips. I think there's one card that I'm missing in here. This should be a living fossil, but I even have living fossil. I just kind of like Moon Mirror Shield because I can send it back, so I'll never have to go for like a...
Right, because you can always get... You run one Isolde or 2?
Only 1.
Oh, okay.
So like if I have to resolve the Isolde effect, I want it to be for an Armageddon Knight. I don't want to have to like pull 2 of these and then go for like some Phantom Knight BS.
Right.
It's never that great. So just giving myself more chances to, you know, statistically it's one less time I got to do it. And for the last card, just one Cannon Soldier for the FTK.
Worthless bitch.
Yeah, it's even good in my hand. I don't care if I see it. All that for like a total of 48 cards, I think.
Sheesh. Okay.
Yeah, it's too many cards in the main, but I'll figure a way to.
Are you considering running beginning of the end in that?
I did run it for the first round. I didn't realize I still had it in my deck, and I was running it at 2, accidentally.
Oops.
And I resolved it once, and it was okay, but the problem...
You wouldn't go forward? You wouldn't play more going forward?
I don't... If I was playing a lot more Dangers, I would. The problem is when you have it in your hand, you're only playing the Dark Warrior bit. It just never... It doesn't resolve on the main like your regular combo. You have to do like other stuff outside of it to get 7 dark monsters in your deck to resolve it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's really, really good when it resolves. Like,
right.
If anybody, if you guys watched Bowden play at YCS London, that's absurd what he did, resolving 2 and 2. 2 in one hand, it's basically demise.
Yeah, right?
So it's, yeah, that might as well be a 4th game charge in the deck.
Yeah.
So you want me to go an extra deck?
Yeah, what do you got for your extra deck?
So 1 Link Spider for the Galaxy Tomahawk, or if I want like the Link Spider down on the Firewall, I can use this off of the Phantom Knight's trap, which is really good just so I can get, so I can bounce 2 back instead. 1 Mermaid for the combos, really, really good. Cerberus playing 2 Phoenix.
2 Phoenix for back row?
Not essentially, not even for back row, just because of the combo. It kind of, I have to either play 2 of one or the other, and it's just way better because it does hit back row.
Right, okay.
1 Unicorn, essential for the combo because you bounce back Firewall, get an extra draw even though it's leaving the link point.
Right.
It's ridiculous how good that is. I sold for the Dark Warrior kind of turbo thing, which is essentially like a Summon Sork turbo. And for that same reason, I play Reaper Noctis. Just really, really good because it goes into my Summon Sorcerer.
Oh, look at that badass one right there.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was borrowing my Summon Sork, so I was proxying. This was really a win with an asterisk, no doubt. Curious because you can send another monster off the send effect. It's basically a Foolish Burial.
Okay.
And you can take it off of Summon Sork. Like any dark monster, but normally I will take it off like Summon Sork and some Danger mess, or like my 3rd Malicious.
Right.
And just make it super, super easy to get out. So Firewall and Borload and Gumblar in case my Borload gets stopped, because I can still Gumblar for a game pretty much. It's ridiculous. And then the last 2 I play were 1 Dawn Dragster for the Destrudo, and of course 1 Tomahawk. Tomahawk and 1 Dark World card is game. That's the FTK. Really stupid, and my side deck's still in works, so
right on.
No side deck for you guys today, unfortunately.
So, what happened to you at the YCS in Niagara? Would you care to elaborate?
Alright, so long story short, I got all my crap stolen. Literally my whole collection. At Niagara, I was playing Danger Dark World FTK when it was just being like discovered. And I was heading into the last round. I was going to play for the chance of making day 2, basically. And we had been up late playtesting the night before, and I was nodding off. So I took like 30 steps away from my bag, and I realized immediately, I was like, oh god, I left my bag, and I turned around and it was just gone. I caught the guy on camera even, and it had literally my entire collection. I brought all my stuff because I was moving it, and I have yet to get it back, so that's why this deck is so janky, is I'm still searching for pieces. But yeah, that was a quick turnaround to winning locals.
Right, I would say, yeah.
Stolen.
Okay, so before we end, Team Shuffles, what are we still doing?
We're still doing the 500 subscriber giveaway.
Yep.
As soon as we're really trying to make this push. You know, you guys got some free packs on the way if we can get this going.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're always putting out videos anyway. You might as well be plugged into the community.
And this guy's going to be on it almost every time anyway, so he's the face.
Of my mug.
Remember that face. All right, man. So what were your matchups on Saturday?
So first round I played Fur Hires. Guy actually got soul charged first game, and then activated. He was playing Danger Fur Hires. It was actually kind of cool.
Okay.
He activated Danger Zone on my turn because he had no cards in hand, so he didn't have the negate for the Fur Hires. And then dumbass discarded all his Fur Hire cards, so he had no negate on him. I don't know what he was thinking, but he had like a Firewall Bouncer, Yuja on top of some other Fur Hire cards, and I was like, Jesus, what are you doing? FTK my turn anyway. So, round 2 was, we only had a 3-rounder because we didn't have any people. So it was Marcus who was playing Paleo, the Trap Trick Paleo from London, which was, or not from London, from Niagara, was it? Yeah, it was Niagara. The guy played Paleo, and that was really, really good. But
that card was so underrated.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It was so good. And even now, and I'm thinking about playing it for like an evenly match. Like a going second evenly. Search for evenly and then do the effect on their end battle phase. Yep. That would be stupid. No, you guys didn't hear that. That's secret info. But yeah, and then there was turn 2, or it was round 2. I thought he was going to have me on the round 2. And then I burned through a couple of his cards, turned out to be nothing, and then put down a Dawn Dragster just for defense while I was trying to do my combos. He goes Trap Trick and Dynamiscus, activates Dynamiscus, targeting my card. So I went Dawn Dragster, negate that, and he's like, here, strike for your Dawn Dragster. And I was like, Trap Trick says you can only activate one more, buddy. It's not that good.
It's still a damn good card, though, for what it is.
Yeah, no kidding. He should have just struck my Firewall. I mean, I probably would have Firewall bounced himself, but still. Still. Could have been used better. And then last round I played Al. I was playing like... it was PK
Warrior?
Dark Warrior Goku, which is essentially my same deck without an FTK involved, but it's still an FTK.
It's still an FTK, yeah.
But it was really good. Went 3 rounds. Basically, I played my turn. It was over. He played his turn. It was over. I played my turn. So I won the die roll, winning me the tournament.
Yep.
Ridiculous, this format.
All right, brother. Well, you took a win not too long after getting everything stolen. Congrats to you, buddy. And get up in on the subscription for the channel.
Like, comment, subscribe.
There you go. That's what I was wanting. Team Shuffles out.